Hello and welcome to Don't You Know Who I Am, the podcast that asks who knows whom, who knows what, because who knows why. My name is Josh Earl, and this week I found out I share my name with an Australian podiatrist, which is weird because my younger brother was a podiatrist. So you think they would have met and went, hey, I met someone with your name. But no, surely there's not that many podiatrists in Australia.
At the podiatrist convention. Comment, you haven't introduced us.
Oh, yeah. Is that how? Oh, maybe I'm like, who are these people? Maybe I won't introduce them. No, this is your first time on the pod. What I do, I get 4 very funny people and I quiz them all about their lives. So let's meet them now. Our first guest took out the number 3 and number 2 episodes of the year last year. So no pressure on this episode. Can you please welcome back to the podcast? It's Concetta Caristo.
What?
Concetta. As voted by the fans. 3 and 2, Concetta.
Oh my God.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Congratulations. And where was I? I must have been up there.
Honorable mentions.
Yeah.
Pleasure to be back. Love to be here.
And also, Concetta, what I did when I typed your name into Google, the autocomplete suggested as one of the, when you type your name, Concetta Caristo activist.
Yes.
You're a bit of an activist.
Of course I am. There's a funny answer and a serious answer to this.
Okay.
The funny answer is I talk about poop, and I think that is something that is the activism that I do day to day. But the real activism is I grew up with domestic violence, and I have done shows about it and blah blah blah. So you see what I mean? I'm doing a double pronged.
Oh, boring.
Stayed with the funny answer.
I know. She brings it up all the time at home. I'm like,
we need to have another podium finish. It's not gonna get us up there. All right.
Hey, our next guest shares his name with the National Sales Executive for Victory Innovations in Sydney. Please welcome back to the pod. It's Tom Walker.
Hello.
whoa.
Hello, Tom. How are you?
Good. Thank you so much. It's wonderful to be here again.
That's good. I don't know what Victory Innovations are, but they sound like a good company.
It sounds like losing is a victory innovation.
Yeah.
It sounds like a really great way to repackage a humiliating defeat.
My company is called Moving Goalposts.
Also joining us is a man who shares his name with a German civil servant. Can you please welcome back to the pod? It's Ben Kochan.
Don't like that very much.
What?
I don't want to hear about any Germans.
He's Jewish.
I'm Jewish, Josh.
I reckon this guy is too.
That's true. I've used
I have my doubts.
Can I tell you, Tom? I've used my badly shaped ear to put the headphones into, so I'm gonna have to touch my head the whole time we're recording.
This isn't our time.
God, that's so
You
funny.
can get to this. This is literally
I'm
his
just telling you that I have my badly shaped ear on, so I can't hear his introduction.
For the listener, Demi looks like she's doing harmonies throughout this.
Yeah.
She also looks like a live news reporter on the scene. This just in, I'm hearing.
If Bruno Mars was doing live news when she had the hat on. Okay, and finally is a return guest who didn't just take out the top spot in 2020 in the best of episodes. She backed it up last year by taking out the best episode again. Can you please welcome back to the podcast? It's Demi Lardner.
Oh my God.
Wow. Royalty.
Oh, yes.
Girls
yes.
rule, boys drool.
Yes.
Who run the world, girl?
It really was. You're on the episode last year, Demi, number 1.
Oh
The
my
fucking
God.
rules. And last year and the year before that, did you say?
Yeah, so the year before that was with the Auntie Donna boys and Ben and Michelle. And then last year it was with Nina and Hum and Grace.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Hell
Number
yeah.
1.
That rocks.
You, Daylight second, and then Concetta. But yeah. So what we're doing today is we're playing this now for the listeners. Can we blow up this? Is this can I leak this to the world, or do you guys like to keep this private?
What is it?
It's 2 couples doing this.
Yes.
And we're all wearing hats.
Yeah, we all got funny hats
I
on.
took my hat off because I just really want to look pretty, and you guys all look stupid. But oh my God, guys, I just realized it. Josh.
Yeah.
Really cute.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Josh is jerking off for everyone at home.
It is so cute.
Josh has just shown us his little penis.
That's so
and
cute.
It's got a pair of Mickey Mouse ears on the end of it, and I just thought that's really cute.
Yeah, when you're looking at a dick and you can tell, even though there's not another hole in it, you're like, that's winking.
Yeah.
Cute little hog.
I was gonna
Such a cute little piglet.
us 4, not Josh, got chased by a man with no shirt on and a pipe in his hand.
2 New Years ago.
Yeah, 3 New Years ago.
3 New Years ago.
Chased us 3 New Years ago.
This is so perfect to talk about.
Yeah.
Oh my
a man chased
God.
us with like a metal pipe and sprinted at us around like 3 different blocks of houses in Newtown. And then we just happened to run into the cops on a main road and I fell down like a broad in a horror movie.
It was so fucked up that Demi did that.
So funny, Concetta came back to help me up because Tom was there, but actually Chet was the one that sort of ran back to help me
I
up.
was fighting the guy off at the time.
Yeah, and I was holding Ben and moving his fist back and forth.
Yeah, we did that improv thing where you put your hands through my arm.
When you said pipe, though, Demi, my first thought was like a smoking pipe. Like,
Yeah, he was a gentleman.
Yeah.
A gentleman mugger. Yeah.
you dropped something, he was chasing you to give it back to you. All right. Our first game today is called Social Media. What I'll do, I'll read out status updates by the 4 of you. If you think you know who wrote them, buzz in. Your names are your buzzers. You can't buzz in for your own ones. You get a point if you're right. Point to the person that actually wrote it. If you're incorrect, here we go. Question 1. They should sell a skateboard that does the tricks on its own.
Demi.
Yes, Demi.
Tom.
You are correct. It was Tom. Yeah, point there for Demi. Yes.
Skateboards.
A clear ambition of mine.
Do you skate, Tom?
No, I'm really proud of myself for. That's a.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't.
Look, I got through the fucking pandemic without being one of the 30-year-olds who immediately skinned a knee and broke a hip with it skateboarding. So I'm proud of myself for that. No, I bought a skateboard when I was like 12 and I was too embarrassed to go outside with it because I was really bad. And so what I do is our garage had like a slight camber to it, like it had a real slight slope in it. So I would take the skateboard to the garage when my dad's car was out and I would put it up at the high end of the garage and then stand on it and kind of roll down until it hit the wall. And then I'd walk back up the other side with the door down. So this was in complete darkness. I didn't want to be seen. Then I went outside and fell on my bottom very hard and gave it up.
At 30 or 31, I won a deck and didn't know what to do with it. So now it's a breakfast tray for us. That's what happens when you get to
perfect.
my age. It's nice.
Yeah.
All right. Question 2. Anyone else surprised an M&M's movie doesn't exist yet?
Oh, who could this be? Tom.
Yes, Tom.
I think that's going to be Concetta.
You are correct. Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Why did everyone go silent? Because it was so poignant. Is that why?
It was,
Yeah.
It
It was a
hit
real
me.
thinker.
I was trying to suck the tears back into my eyes from hearing that. So I couldn't guess. I was like, oh, my voice is gonna wobble if I start talking. And
Because
I don't.
it's such a good idea. And sometimes you're like, I'm a round genius. Because when it's from Concetta, you can tell that it would be like the green M&M in New York City. You know, she quits her job at the M&M store and she's looking killer.
Yeah.
Yes, New York is the 5th M&M.
Yeah.
Then remember that thing that you said to me where it's like, if it's a movie and it's New York and there's girls and clothes, I love it. Don't you remember?
No.
That's exactly.
you.
That makes so
I
much.
think you
fucking
just
sense.
said that.
No, you said that because I always watch Sex and the City and I'm always watching like
Oh,
girly
yeah,
shows.
yeah,
And he's
yeah.
like, you need 3 things in a foundation and then that's my show.
Yeah.
That makes
You're right.
absolute sense. Tom, what do you think? Tom, what do you think are the elements that I need to enjoy a show or movie?
Woman or man being tortured to death, long lingering shots of person screaming in seemingly genuine pain.
Knows me.
Movie night.
Naomi came to visit us and stay with us a little while ago. And she was going through all of our recommendeds on Netflix. And she went to Tom's and it was like car movie, anime. And then she flicked to mine and it was like horror, true crime, horror. She's just sitting on our couch pointing and laughing at me and being like, you're a fucking psycho.
A few years ago, I stayed at Hamo's house when I was up in Sydney and he was out for the weekend. So I just watched, it was when the new Gilmore Girls was released. So I watched all of that in the weekend. And when he came back, he was really pissed off because I ruined his algorithm because he was getting recommended stuff like the Gilmore Girls. Question 3. I liked when aunties would make really fucked up food for holidays and then cry on the stairs with their gin because no one liked their gum nut lasagna. Yes,
That's
Tom.
so
Demi.
funny.
Yes,
That's so
yes, it
funny.
is.
Don't eat gum nut lasagna.
That didn't get enough love, actually, that one.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to
It's
go
getting
back
a lot of love in the room right now.
You could have,
Very
by the
much
way, you
liked
could
it.
have let the punchline land before you fucking piece of
Come
shit.
on.
So
No,
funny.
baby. I know I needed to get the points on the board.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
fair.
can I just cut in? Can I ask
Yep.
you, Tom and Demi, because this is
Uh-uh.
truly a thrill. What is the word? What's your like pet name for each other? Are you willing to say it? Like for me and Ben, it's what do we say? Minky or Schminky?
Hmm. Well, that's cool.
That's kind of cool. So
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Can I say,
No, that's actually
Concetta,
cool.
do you say Minky? And sorry if this is like culturally insensitive, but Ben, do you say Schminky?
yeah, so like like in Italian language, the feminine is Schminky and the masculine is Minky.
Yeah. I call Tom Ben Kochan.
Yeah.
Well, that's a little weird.
A serious answer to this is Demi has started doing this thing where she'll kind of watch me from a table if I'm at the fridge or cooking something, and then she'll just start quietly whispering just the word fat.
Just be going staring at stuff.
It's really funny.
It was perfect. It's romantic. It's exactly what I wanted.
Question 4. It's not sharting if you're in a diaper.
Concetta!
Yes, Concetta.
Tom.
No, that was Demi. A point there for Demi.
Whoa.
You see me do as I saw Chet get excited, I did because I was like, oh, that'll put her off. She won't know.
Oh my
Demi's having a
God.
guess, eh?
No, but when I thought shot, I thought of Tom. So
Yeah,
that's
no,
where that came
does
from.
no, it makes sense.
I
yeah.
got to work on this brand. I got to like.
I got to work on my brand that you didn't guess me. What the fuck?
Yes. Sorry, guys. I'm out of whack. I don't know. I mean, shouting is also Ben's thing. So.
I love to shout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever have. Weirdly,
And you have
Really?
it.
you would expect that I would have.
You once watched me shot.
That was so fucking funny, dude. It was the funniest thing that has ever happened. I immediately DM'd all of our friends in America and was like, Tom just shit his pants while the cat was sitting on his lap. So he kept,
I couldn't get up.
So
he kept
funny.
starting, he was sitting on the bed. So he shat the bed, basically.
Oh
the
my
cat, our
Lord.
cat was on his lap and he was like, I really need to shit, but this is so cute. And then I just saw him go, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And I was just standing there pointing and laughing maniacally as the cat on his lap was like, what is happening? And then sprinted away.
I just full on shit my pants.
It was like a body
So
swap
good.
movie. The cat
Oh
entered
my
your
God.
body and did a shit.
That was amazing. That was so
Question
good.
5. This thing is not mild. It's serious. Don't tell people it's mild. It's affected me a lot and it's more than I can handle, which is me talking about the mild sauce at Nando's.
Concetta.
Yes, Concetta.
Ben Caution.
You are correct. You have a point there for
Yeah,
Concetta.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, we all knew.
Talking about being affected by something. That's 100% Ben.
All right. Question 6. They should make a Twitter playing card deck that's all kings, queens, and you guessed it, jokers. Have a good one out there today, you crazy people.
Ben.
Yes, Ben.
Tom.
Yes, you're correct.
That's
I
the
was
brand.
the only
There
one
it is.
laughing.
Yeah. You just spat on me so
Honestly, though,
much. I am damp as fuck.
I only put that one in there because I can imagine you saying that, Ben.
Really?
That was
Yeah.
I was like,
Mm.
I'm pretty sure this is Tom, but I think you've pulled a Swiftie on us because it does very
Wow.
I wish I thought of that. I'll tell you that much.
You should tweet it now. See how much it gets.
All right, next question, question 7. The Russians watching me through my webcam just sent me an email saying they love what I'm doing. They think I'm very
Good job.
charismatic and they've offered me my own late night show live in Moscow.
This is hard. This feels like a Tom or a Ben thing, but I'm going to say Ben.
You are correct. Yes, it was Ben. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Great work.
So no one here covers up their camera on their laptop when they're doing
Absolutely
work?
fucking not.
No
No, I don't
way.
either.
That, like you can look at everything. I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want you to see it because I got a banging bod that nobody gets to see.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Tom doesn't want it. Tom doesn't want anything to do with it.
Nah, I'm good. No, I leave mine uncovered, but I just put a little, note up behind me that's like, hey, any notes?
Yeah.
Oh my God. You know what my dream is? You know how you can get those little beads on a door? I'd get beads over the camera. Like, how cool would that be? Like a little
That'd be
bead
so
That's
door.
so luxurious.
good.
I know.
What about if you just like if we had them and we just ran them over the camera every time we started like a Zoom meeting, like you're walking through a big
That's-
curtain into a meeting.
Sorry, I'm late. Beads.
Do you know what would be great as well? Is like I think I would put up like a tiny set of red velvet curtains.
I was just about to say that. Yes.
And then every
Yes.
time you go to have a wank, you just pull them open. And then
It's a show.
go to town. Yeah.
Yeah, and there should be an MC as well.
And there should be an
Yeah.
MC.
And there's Ben angling for some work.
She's a
If
real
you really be an
pocket
MC and I'm
rocket.
available, and you should just start.
I love this next guy. I've seen him jerking off all over town.
My thing with this though is that they're only going to see your face, surely, where the camera's angled. They're not going to see anything.
Not the way I do it.
Yeah.
Demi,
It's just gonna be me
Upside
on
down.
right up
The
there.
I
laptop's
put it right
upside
up. I wank doggy style so they can see everything.
All right. Next question. Question 8. Wish all medicine could be chocolate form, like the worm medicine I had when I was a kid. Headache, Panadol pill of chocolate. COVID, Pfizer chocolate shot.
Ben,
Yes, Ben.
cheddar.
You are correct. Yes.
I wanted to let
Cheddar.
that one breathe. I didn't want to cut it off.
Ever the
You
gentleman.
can't do that.
No, you have
Not
to
like
win.
Tom over here.
Yeah.
Right.
The relationship.
Right.
I agree, Concetta. We'd love a
Thank
little
you.
chocolate drop
Does
for a
everyone
headache.
remember a Combantrin? I
Yeah.
talk about it with Danielle a lot.
Is that the worm medication?
Yeah, the worm chocolate.
Mm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Staple of my childhood.
Mom had to take that
What?
recently.
A wormy child, were we?
Mom took
Always
that
wiping
recently.
her butt on the floor like a dog.
Mom had to take that recently because I buried him in a hole in a friend's backyard, and he had dirt
This is for a Twitch stream.
for a Twitch
We
stream.
got a lot of money for it.
I got a
Well,
lot of
Demi
money
did,
for it.
yeah.
And Tom was covered in dirt that like also these chickens had been running around and pecking him on the head in, and like they had cats and stuff. And then just without thinking at the end of the stream, him just with soil covered hands just started eating barbecue chicken off
Oh,
the
no,
plate.
no,
We
no.
were like,
no,
you're gonna
no,
get
no.
fucking worms, you idiot. So he had to eat them chocolate.
So
chip.
I don't know how you get the worms. Can I
Oh.
say that?
Do you want me to
Yeah, I
tell
know
you?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Alright.
dads know.
So
That's
this is
that's
I don't know how you get them,
love
but I
this.
know how they kind of breed in your system. So they'll live in your intestines or your stomach or something like that. But then they'll come out and itch your bum at night. So when you're asleep, you scratch your bum, and then you'll also put your hands in your mouth, and then they'll live, and then they get
Yeah.
swallowed down and go back into your stomach and breed again. And
So
so
Going
it's
off
very-
of that, I do know exactly how you get them, and it's the same way. You genuinely, I'm so sorry, everybody who's had worms, but you do have to eat like a tiny particle of someone else's shit.
Yeah.
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 That is
yeah,
how it happens.
yeah. You have to eat your own shit or someone else's shit.
Yeah.
yeah.
So, but I mean, like, so it doesn't matter what the thing is. If it's you're eating soil or you're eating, it's some shit is involved, and it's been in
Pretty much, yeah,
Yeah,
because they
okay.
live in intestines pretty much only, and then their eggs get spread through like shit and stuff.
Yeah. So clever.
informative, and I had them.
clever.
So
So clever.
Ingenuity. Oh my god.
Makes me
Very
believe in divine intervention. Like if that's like that, they couldn't evolve into that. God clearly said this is what's going to happen here.
Why
make
you
your
call
bum
them clever
itchy.
then? You sounded like a mum that doesn't really understand your comedy, but they're like watching.
Yeah,
they're
me. I just how did you learn all your lines? That's like
so clever.
so brave to get up there and do what you do. All right, question 9. Just an FYI, you know how they say you should just put your jeans in the freezer instead of washing them? Apparently, that doesn't apply if you've shit yourself in those jeans.
oh my god, Concetta, this is now a Tom or Demi situation. I am feeling a feminine energy, so I'm gonna go for Demi.
Concetta, this is your lovely partner Ben. Okay.
I knew it.
Knew it. Fucking knew it.
You don't know me at all.
For the listener, Ben's just pulled a gun.
Yeah, he genuinely.
We brought props. We did.
Yeah, we got a few props here, just in case we need to liven it up a bit.
I'll put the video out on YouTube then. Okay.
Oh, so that was you.
That was me. That
That's
was one of my-
disgusting. You're disgusting.
Yeah.
I was once in a jeans shop where a woman, an older woman, would have been in her 60s, walked in and saw they had a freezer full of jeans and did that whole thing where she was trying to get people's attention to go, oh, crazy. What's going on? Oh,
Oh my god. That's one of the best moments when someone's trying to get everyone's
Yeah.
attention and they
You
have to
see
keep
this?
restarting. Like, well, let's.
Why are you trying to make friends in public?
Which makes me think she goes in there all the time just to try and like go, oh, can you believe? Oh, the
Yeah.
kids these days. And our final question for the first round, Conky Dong.
Oh, Tom.
Yes, yes,
That's
Tom.
100% Demi.
It is.
That's 100%. Just the words conky dong.
Yeah, that's perfect.
That's so good.
And if I had to guess the time, I would say that's between 3 and 5 a.m.
Right. Yeah.
I loved it. All right, at the end of the round, first round, Concetta and Demi, you're both on 2 points. Tom and Ben, you're both on 3 points.
Oh my lord.
Yes.
Fucked.
Fantastic.
Well, what's yours is mine, babe.
Yeah.
So it's technically 5 each.
Five each.
We have a joint points bank account.
All right, this round is called Yeah Book. Now, in this round, we go back to our childhood and talk about an event that has stayed with us. And today, we're talking about little old me. Now, when I was 8 years old, living in Tasmania, Tasmania opened up its first ever theme park called Serendipity. And for my birthday, we went. At the park, they had a stage that was hosting a talent show. And with the encouragement from my family, I entered to tell a joke. But what happened next? A, I absolutely butchered the joke so it made no sense, and the compere roasted me in front of everyone. B, the kid who went directly before me told the same joke that I was going to tell, and the only other joke I knew was a dirty one, so I told that and then got told off by the compere. Or C, I was so nervous, I pissed myself in front of everyone, didn't have a spare pair of shorts, so my dad sat in the car with me for hours until my brothers had finished going on all the rides. Now, one of these is true.
Wow.
You can ask me as many questions as you want, but bear in mind, I want to keep your points. I want to get 3 points. I want to try and win my own game.
Uh-huh.
What was the dirty joke?
Ask away. The dirty joke, it was, how do you make a pool table laugh? Put your hand down its pockets and tickle its balls.
That's so
That
funny.
was
That's
my
a really good
8-year-old.
joke.
And the other one I knew was, what did the right leg say to the left leg? The middle one's grown a beard. That were the 2 dirty jokes.
Oh, that's so
Oh,
good.
God.
Lord.
Oh yeah.
So wait, you were both of the jokes you were going to tell were going to be dirty.
Oh, no, that was the other. The joke I was going to tell was about a cannibal. Like, so 3 people have been captured by cannibals and they had them in a pot. And the cannibals said, we're going to make a kayak. No, we're going to make a canoe out of your skin and eat you. And so the cannibal leader said, I can grant you one final request, though. And the first one said, can I have a knife? And he slit his throat. The second guy said, can I have a knife? And he slit his throat. And then the third guy said, can I have a knife? And then he poked his chest and said, you're not going to make a kayak out of me, as in like poking holes in his so it would sink.
Ah.
But I forgot in the joke, I forgot to mention the kayak canoe part.
I think it would be so scary to have this little child take the stage and say back to back, and so he slits his throat twice. That is the scariest
That is so
joke
scary.
I've ever fucking
Yeah.
heard, dude.
Yeah.
Was that an original?
No, I wish.
It's not
Oh,
bad.
God.
Yeah, you should close with it.
Yeah, it'll be much worse.
Yeah.
Hey, what's the like cannibal suburb around here?
That's funny.
What is it? What, do
And
we
what about the
think?
piss thing? How much piss?
How
What
much
happened
piss?
with the
What did it
piss?
smell like? What's
It was because I was fidgeting and there was a whole bunch of kids to go as well. And it was enough that you could see it in my shorts because I was wearing shorts and so it kind of went down my leg.
Oh lordy.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know
yeah,
what's
the-
crazy? That you are convincing for each three alternate realities.
Yeah.
But that's like you're lying. You're being so rude and you are lying. And I'm like, what? So did you piss or was it this? So I
Yeah.
hate this
Concetta doesn't
game.
understand the game.
I'm inviting people on my show to lie to them. That's how I'm dealing with it.
I think it's all 3.
Ah,
I think you had to tell a bad joke, which you butchered. You pissed your pants.
And then you slit your throat.
Then you slit your own throat.
Anyway, so there's these three guys that are going to be murdered and eaten. The first two guys slit their throats, and then the other guy, he stabs himself a lot
Yeah.
in the chest.
Ta-da!
Yeah.
Also,
Anyway,
can I say about serendipity as well? It was only open for 18 months. It was at the back of Devonport. It had like no one ever went there. It was like closed down. But the rumor was some teenagers broke in and one of them died in like drowned, but then his ghost would come and haunt people. And they had multiple occurrences of people like kids getting lost in the park and then being found places where kids wouldn't normally go. And they're like, how'd you get here? And they said, oh, a boy dragged me here.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So that was the rumor that went around.
you
That
would have to
rocks.
be like real sick of the rides as a teenager ghost to get to the point where you're dragging kids around.
Yeah.
'Cause to me, dying in a theme park is like ideal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the ultimate.
Yeah.
You get to haunt so many cool things.
And
Yeah.
ride the rides again
Yeah.
and again.
A few weeks ago, we took the kids to Luna Park, and because of the way Omicron is, there was no one there, and it was like the best day ever.
Oh,
I mean,
that
my
is
son
so cool.
currently has COVID, but
worth it.
you know, yeah.
Hashtag worth it. Hashtag blessed.
They like didn't put a mask on the big face.
You actually have to run through the mask to get in, like when you come out to the footy. And
Yeah.
All right. Do people have any more
You gotta
questions, or they
pick.
think they know?
I want to hear more about this
I'm sticking with all
compare.
three.
The compare.
Yeah,
I remember him wearing like a very sparkly jacket.
What is? Does a compare do jokes? What's a compare? Can I start calling myself a compare?
I would, yeah. I mean, he wasn't doing jokes. He was just kind of saying, "This is what's happening," and he would tell us where we could go in the park, and there was different
Okay.
shows on in the park that you could go and see. I also remember my not this time we went, but we went another time. My friend Kynan Mole, who was very tall, we were in a ride that was for kids our age because he was so tall. Another dad like threatened to punch him and said, "Get out of there! You're too old for this." And he was like, "I'm only 9 or whatever it was." And the dad was like, "No, you're not. Get out of there. Or I get in there and drag you out myself." And it was like, "Oh, this
Oh my
is
god!
yeah."
This dad thought a 9-year-old was an adult.
So fucked.
Thought he was a teenager
That's
jumping around in the
awesome.
ball pit.
Okay, I've got to go. We need to get. I think
All right.
I want to say the one where you say the dirty joke. What does everyone else think?
You think B? Okay.
Yeah.
B for Concetta. Okay. What do you think, Ben?
I'm gonna go. Someone said the joke you were gonna say.
Someone said the joke. That's
also the
B.
dirty
Yep. So
one.
Oh.
2 Bs. Yep.
Oh.
Demi.
God damn.
No.
Goddamn, where are the teddies?
2 Bs, 2
If there's 1B and 2B
and
around.
2B, and then okay, so the banana, 2 bananas, and
Where
then
the
you're asking where the teddies are.
Where are the teddies?
Yeah.
I hope
Where are the
I
teddies?
hope the teddies have been washing the pajamas
Why would
for
they
the
be washing them?
for 1B and 2B.
For 1B and 2B, yeah.
For the
So you-
bananas.
all right, well, I'm gonna have a go then. So 1B and 2B, or not to be. That's the banana show.
I love you.
I love you.
I think
Did you see him when you just took the bullet then, and I rubbed my chest against the bullet to try and also get dead by it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's your guess?
No, what you go first.
Okay, I think it's the one where you just butchered the joke.
Which is the joke? That's A.
Because the joke is terrifying.
Yeah.
It stands out that you as a child would not remember the parts that aren't extreme violence.
Yeah.
I don't think you would remember the plan. I think you would just remember the fact that this guy, 2 of his friends slit their own throats.
I don't think that this is the correct answer, but I want to say C just so we have a healthy spread.
I love
Yeah.
that so much.
Yeah.
Well, the correct answer was A. I absolutely
Damn
butchered
it.
the joke.
Yay.
Forgot to say the kayak canoe part. So at the end of the round, scores 2 for Concetta, 2 for Demi, 3 for me, 3 for Ben, 4 for Tom.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yay.
Yeah. All right. We're going to take a quick break to hear from some messages. We'll be back very soon.
He's got so
Woo.
many points. I feel like I can just like become a housewife. I really don't.
Demi's going to sit the rest of the show out.
I need to go take care of the baby.
Oh, the dream. And we're back. Now, this round is called Yeah, Nah, Yeah. In this round, I'll read out a fact about someone else on the panel. If you think it's true, you say yeah. If you think it's a lie, you'll say nah. A point if you get it right. A point to the person who the fact may or may not be about. So we'll start with you, Demi. Now, at the start of the first lockdown, Ben Kochan was lining up at the ATM when an older woman in front of him turned around, looked at him and said, "You want it in my ass or on my back?
Sorry.
Yeah or nah?"
What happened? What was that?
Yeah.
You gonna say yeah?
Yeah.
Demi, you are correct. This is a true story.
Yeah.
I didn't do it.
Cheating on
I
me
didn't agree to it.
with an old bit.
It was funnier because she was like Eastern European. So she was like, you want in my ass or on my back?
Where were you? Sorry, I blacked out. What?
That barely makes sense. Like, what did you want it in my ass
she
or on
didn't-
my back?
She didn't make sense. And then after that, she pointed across the street and she goes, "Look, your father is over there." And I was like, and my dad was not over there.
What?
It was all very confusing.
That's so fun.
So this was lining up to get money out. What were you too close to her? Is that what she was saying?
Well, yeah, it was like an ATM, just like
Yes.
on the footpath. And so I was like getting in people's way if I was too far back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I put my penis inside to get closer.
I think what this
remember
woman was doing
this.
was love bombing you.
Yeah.
My understanding.
Yes, I remember you told me, and I was like, I think that woman was mad at you and was saying something.
she
to
was
be like,
definitely mad at
Go
me.
away. You're too
Yeah,
close.
yeah.
Yeah, she definitely wasn't
You're
coming off to
in
me.
my ass, and I
Yeah.
say the same to him in the apartment. now.
Yeah.
She didn't click it as her favorite withdrawal. That's no. All right, Demi, you get a point.
Who is a banana as well,
Yeah.
and they are friends with a rat.
Yeah.
You see?
All right, now to Ben. As a child, Tom used to make these things he would call bread balls, where he would take a whole loaf of bread, remove the crust from it, and then knead the remaining bread so it went back to a dough-like consistency. His dream as a kid was to eat one of these the size of a soccer ball, but he never did. Yeah or nah? You can ask questions.
Well, can I say I hope this is true because I did that exact same thing.
Yeah, as you go like now it's a cake.
It's
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's awesome. It's got like a great
It feels
consistency.
like you're a chef or an alchemist.
I used to live with Brazier, and she would sometimes, like when we were drunk, she'd make us like Vegemite sandwiches, and she would always ask like, "Do you want yours squished?" And I'd be like, "We're in our late 20s. No, thank you. You can squish yours." She was like, "Because it makes it like a cake."
That's so
eating a flat
cool.
sandwich. It's really cute, but real strange.
That's awesome.
I think I've told this story on the pod in like the 4th or 5th episode ever, but my neighbor as a kid used to get bread and do the same thing, but he had warts on his knees and he
Oh,
would
no.
bite at them until they
No.
bled and then dip the bread onto the blood and then eat
No,
that.
no.
Already the child biting his knees is so bad.
Don't say that ever again.
The gun's out.
Gosh, I'm pointing a gun at Joe.
God. That's so fucked.
What's sick
That's
is the
really,
biting
really
off the thing
bad.
or the eating bread of blood. Like there's really a lot
Oh,
going on.
really?
Also, this
bad.
guy's like super flexible, biting at his own knees. I don't think I could do
I
that.
wouldn't be
Bite my
As a
surprised.
kid, you could. Yeah, as a kid, you'd
Oh,
be able to get your knee in
right.
your mouth.
Do you reckon if you
Easy.
found out this guy like invented an app and he's like one of the biggest millionaires in Australia,
Oh.
you wouldn't be surprised?
I'm sure he's doing
Yeah.
very well for himself now.
Yeah.
When you're a kid, I think you just do gross stuff and you don't really care. Like I remember I used to have nosebleeds as a kid, and then I would just sort of move my tongue back and forth under the blood and just sort of lick up all the blood. So I probably shouldn't be making fun of this ward guy.
Yeah, and we
Um,
definitely all stopped doing like the gross shit as a kid, and we probably don't do
Yeah.
it now, do we? Yeah.
No.
Special
Probably don't,
occasions,
just like
mate.
just because like if we maybe just like you're like, oh, the only toilet in our apartment's upstairs, and I don't feel like walking up there, but there's a sink right here, so I think I'll just sort of use that instead of.
I found out that Demi's been pissing in the kitchen
Yeah.
sink.
Yeah. Not like I haven't done it lately because we live in a place with a toilet downstairs now, so I haven't done it that lately.
That's so cool.
Oh,
I was thinking about because we were in a 1-bedroom apartment and I had the real thought of like, what if one day Ben and I get food poisoning at the same time and we both have to do diarrhea at the exact same time? Literally, what are we supposed to do? I talked about it with my mom and she was like, you've got two options. One, you go in the sink. Two, you go straight into the shower, straight down. She's like, no. She was like, also a bucket. And I'm like,
or four, Concetta's on the toilet. She opens her legs. I sit in between the legs and shit in between.
I was going to say that, but flip it.
That's
so
my
you're
pick.
on the toilet and you're kind of spooning her as she goes between your legs, Ben.
Yeah. Or fifth option, we're 69. She's in the air. She sprays it in the air like a firework.
Oh my God, use Ben as a funnel, all right? And I know it's getting pretty dirty, but if you just open your mouth, Ben, it'll go straight through, I promise. You've already got diarrhea.
Yeah. What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to try that tonight.
We're going to try that.
All right, Ben, what do you think?
You can eat a bunch of raw chicken. Try this out.
I'm going to OD on laxatives today.
Do you think Tom was making bread balls?
Well, at first I thought yes, but now that I'm hearing everyone did it, I'm almost thinking it's too mainstream for Tom.
Oh.
But I'm still going to go with yes, my first instinct.
Oh, Ben, you should have went with your second instinct because it's a nah.
Yeah.
Point there for Tom.
I knew it. Tom would do something
Tom
even
was
crazier
too
with the bread.
alternative. He was making bread into like a box and like
Yeah.
safe.
And
Little
he was making bread into a box, and then he was being like, "Ooh, look, I'm in a box."
Yeah.
Like,
He would turn a bread into like a little friend and then he'd walk around and he'd do voices for the little bread guy.
Oh my God.
That's a compliment.
That's a compliment.
That's a compliment.
That is
Tom.
a proper
I am
compliment.
flattered. When I tell you that I think that's probably the nicest thing someone has said to me in 2022.
yeah.
I'm telling the truth.
I said your haircut was okay.
That was also presaged by the night before, me turning to you and saying, I look like Sigourney Weaver, and you pointing and laughing at me for 5 minutes.
Yeah, I did. It was mean laughing too.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, go on, please.
Point for Tom. Okay, so now to Tom. When Concetta was a teenager, she and her mum were not getting along. So as payback, Concetta would fart on the ice tray and put it back in the freezer.
Okay. Concetta, what's your mother's name?
Malena.
Okay, so okay, you passed that one.
Lie. That's a lie.
What was the goal, and did you ever get yourself with the fart ice?
I'm ashamed to say yes, because if you're thinking about it, it's like a rectangle and like it would touch the cheek sometimes. But that wasn't the aim, so that you'd have to pull it away. But yeah, I just wanted to be mean, but I didn't really have a lot of options, and it also felt sort of harmless. It's fart, not
the ice
shit.
before it's set, or were you farting on water, or were you farting on ice?
On ice.
Okay.
So you weren't even trying to like distill the ice with fart particles.
It's harmless unless one of the little worms escapes in the fart and pops into the little ice.
Yeah, but then you just like the way you get around that is you're like, no, it's like ready for tequila.
Yeah, because people also know that you were a wormy woman.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go.
That's a
ahead.
one-woman show.
You know what? I don't. Oh man, this is a difficult one. I don't think this is true, because I feel like if Concetta isn't getting along with someone, she'll stew on it and plan a much worse revenge. There's not something very Italian about ice. Yeah, she's got a gun.
So you're going to say nah?
Yeah, this isn't very omerta to me.
Tom, you are correct. This is not a true
Thank you.
story.
I'm
yes.
so glad you got that wrong.
Can I ask Josh,
Yes,
is that
Demi.
story though based on something that I once told you about how I would get back at my mum?
I know. I was thinking of doing it for you because you once told me that you used to fart in the cupboards at your house.
Yeah, that was what I was saying. Is that how you made it up? Because I used to do this when my mum would be pissing me off. I'd wait until she was like cleaning or something, and then I'd go to the cupboard where like the cleaning supplies were and fart in it, and then quickly shut the doors and then wait for her to come in.
I cannot believe that. That's amazing.
Literally the same story, but the cupboard was cold.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Now, so a point there to Tommy. Now, to Concetta, when Demi was in Montreal for the comedy festival, she was at an industry event when Kevin James walked in. Demi has been obsessed with Paul Blart Mall Cop for years and wanted to speak to him, but was too nervous. She watched him enter the toilets and thought she'd wait for him. She waited half an hour and he didn't emerge. But Demi didn't mind because she was happy knowing that Paul Blart was doing a powerful dump. Yeah.
Wow. This is a great story.
I know. Okay. Like I've already got an answer, but we should maybe tease this out.
How did he look?
What was he wearing? How did he look? What were the bathrooms like?
He was just wearing like button-up shirt and just like normal like
Classy.
comedian uniform, basically like powder blue shirt.
Cool.
He looked exactly how you would imagine,
Wow.
like perfect Paul Blart style, not on a Segway. But he was kind of like, I was trying to play it really cool, so I was getting all of this out of the corner of my eye. I was like, and
Did he?
Wait, sorry, did you wait for him until he came out, Demi? Like,
yeah, I waited, but then I was still too nervous to say anything because I was like, also, you can't just talk to someone, even though, you know, I'm a little goblin freak. You can't just talk to someone after I would have clearly been waiting till he came out of the toilet. You know what I mean? And there were a lot of like, he was like the only one in the room that I cared about. There were a lot of famous people in the room, and I only wanted to talk to Kevin James.
That's awesome.
This is like Paul Blart Mall Cop has been a big part of my life and childhood.
oh my God, I've never seen it.
I quit my first job at Hungry Jack's because I wanted to go see Paul Blart Mall Cop at the movies, and they had booked me in for a shift at Hungry Jack's, and I called them and was like, I'm moving states, and I quit my job and then went to see Paul Blart instead.
That is such a clever lie.
I always tell people like his first stand-up special is amazing.
Yeah.
And I always bring this up to people and they're like, really? And I'm like, yes, Kevin James was like the best stand-up of all time.
Cool.
He had a joke about, he's like, you ever take a shit so good your pants fit better? So you could have said that to him after he did the shit.
What's it called, the special?
Sweat the Small Stuff.
Whoa.
It's amazing.
Okay, we got to watch that on Paul Blart. Anyways, look, I think I'm going to say the answer everyone's feeling. I think this is true. We hope it's true. It needs to be true.
Concetta, this is a lie. Oh no.
Oh my God.
Sorry, a point there for Demi.
But the rest
Okay, what's
true.
not true? What's not true? What's true?
None
Is
of
it all a lie?
I really, really love like Paul Blart. Everything else, this is based in truth, all my feelings about it, but this just didn't happen.
Yeah. That's how you lie.
Shit.
That everyone needs to know that. That's the secret.
Yeah, that's it. All right, at the end of that round, the scores are Concetta, you're still on 2 points. Ben, you're on 3 points. Demi, you're on 4 points. Being in the lead now on 6 points. It's Tom Walker.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So do you want to know the couple scores?
Yes.
It's 5 to 10. There you go.
Whoa.
Wait, are we winning?
Yeah, you're winning, Demi.
Yeah.
And the losing couple have to break up.
The winning couple get to break up.
Yeah. God, I want to either win or lose.
Oh boy. Either way, I need an exit. I don't care if it's up the stairs or down the stairs. We got to get out of here.
Oh my God, no. What's that thing with a couple swap? Win or
Wife
lose,
swap.
we have to
Yeah.
wife swap.
Yeah.
I'm with
Oh.
Concetta's with
Oh,
Demi.
that'd be so fucked.
Tom, imagine it's me and I'm pissing in your sink. And it stings.
I don't feel like you piss, Chad. I feel like you only shit and
Shit,
maybe do
yeah.
like watery shits, but no piss. I don't
Yeah,
think.
you strike me as someone who's fun enough that I'm like, Chet has IBS.
Yeah.
What is the answer? Do I?
You have horror. You're constipated all the time.
You're actually wrong.
She eats pasta for every meal. She's like
Yeah,
shitting
that makes
pebbles.
sense.
They're more solid. They're like a rock.
Mine is usually Tom's never really seen me like walk to the toilet.
No.
It's always a sprint.
I've seen Demi multiple times just stand bolt upright while saying "uh-oh," and then just heard
Yeah.
"uh-oh" slowly receding in the background.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
If
I'm
there was a couple swap,
Mm.
who do you think would fare better? Do you think it would be Tom and Concetta, Ben and Demi, Tom and Ben, or Demi and Concetta?
It's Tom, Ben, Demi, Concetta. That's
You're
What are we
Okay.
doing though in the couple? Are we doing competitions? Or
You
we're,
and I,
just-
Ben, and we're fucking going to town on each other,
Yeah.
brother.
we're doing that
Popping
69 shit thing straight away.
Me, and it looks like a chihuahua trying to climb up on a table.
Yeah.
Like it looks.
That's
like
what I do to
done.
Concetta around the house. It's so fun to hump her leg like a
Oh,
dog.
it's so awesome. Really aggressive, really fast.
Really fast. And then
And they're going, oh!
and then come really loudly, like, oh shit.
and then farting.
Coming like you've stubbed your toe is so funny.
We have a running gag where like I'll do that hump really fast and then you come really loudly and then you fart and then fall asleep
all at the same time.
So like you gotta try.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it would be like a Tom and Kochan just 69ing really hard on each other in one room, and then another room where me and Chet are just having the loudest conversation you could imagine.
Like the
Like
UN.
beams of light coming out of both our
Yeah.
eyes, and they're connecting with each other, and we're just
Yes!
freaking
Yeah.
Totally, like you two are connecting physically, but we are connecting
completely emotionally,
completely
in every way.
souls, our
Yeah,
souls, and
yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah, sometimes when I like am with Demi and she's with like a similarly loud or fixated friend, like it recently happened with Danielle Walker,
We
where
hadn't seen each other in ages.
yeah, it was me, Demi, Naomi Higgins, and Danielle Walker, and Danielle and Demi were sitting across from each other, and me and Naomi just felt like two dog owners whose dogs were getting along at the park. Like we didn't really have much to talk about. We were just watching these guys just be like, and the great thing about wood is that you can work on it at any point in time. And let me tell you about this
Okay.
endangered frog that I found out that has
All right.
fascinating characteristics.
Okay, it was mostly crabs. Okay, it was mostly crab talk.
Yeah.
They're very fascinating creatures, and we both didn't realize that we love crabs.
It was really nice.
Yeah,
That's exciting.
and
That
then
would be
I
exciting.
turned for a second and was like, "I'm so sorry. We'll stop in a second," because I knew it was.
Yeah, you got to let it run
I
its
couldn't stop
course.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that would
yeah.
happen with Chet and Demi, is what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right, this round has got a who. This is the final round. What I'll do, I'll read out 10 questions about you four. If you think you know who it is, buzz in. Your names, your buzzers again. You get a point if you get it right, lose a point if you get it wrong. Only round, you can lose points. First question is this. Whose first job was in an RSL?
Demi.
Yes, Demi.
Oh, Concetta.
No, it was Tom Walker.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. But then I was like, wait, Country Road.
Oh, did you work in Country Road?
Yeah, I worked in
No.
that was like my third job or something. I worked retail at Country Road, but when I was working in an RSL, I poured the world's worst beer, and an old guy came behind the till to show me how to pour it.
It's awesome.
I can
Was
picture
it-
that so perfect.
so
Like a
brutal,
beer
man.
that's all foam and you just
No,
keep
no, no,
doing
it was-
it over and
It
over.
was no foam because I was like,
Oh.
well, why would you want the foam? That's the part
Yeah.
that's not
Like
beer.
the beer.
Yeah.
And so I poured him the flattest beer ever. And he looked at me like I said that the Anzacs weren't real. Like, so bad.
So was it RSL and then aquarium photos and
Nah,
then Country
aquarium photos was after Country Road.
Road? Right. Okay.
But yeah, all nonsense jobs.
Yeah.
That's
They
awesome.
sound fun.
They're so fun.
Next question. Who had a bird as a kid that would throw its seeds around so much that grass would grow under its cage?
Concetta.
Yes, Concetta.
Demi.
Yeah, it was. Demi.
Yes.
Three.
Yeah.
Yeah, Concetta.
Wow.
The general air of decay.
Yeah. I was about to buzz in and say me because I was really proud that I had remembered that about myself.
Was it on the carpet? The grass would grow? Yeah.
The seeds would just get in the carpet. His name was George.
Oh, you guys want to see
Oh.
something cool?
Yes.
Demi, how old are you?
Oh, 29?
Is that true?
Right?
29?
I don't think you're 29.
How old are you? How old are you?
I'm 32.
28.
Nice.
I'm
That's how
28.
it should be in relation to your partner. That's the only way you know.
No.
And how old are you?
Recently.
40.
46.
Wait, tell me how old
I'm
are you?
19.
I'm 17, I think.
Okay, no, I divide his age by half and add 7.
So just to go back, Concetta, so being 40 is funny to you? Is that what you're saying there? It's a funny,
No,
funny age
Ben,
and someone
I
was
think
40?
Old and yucky.
No, that's
It's
not
funny
what I
because
mean.
it's just a really old age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think being 40 is stupid, not fun.
Yeah. I know. And if you're 40, you're probably ugly too.
Melly and
Yeah,
stinky.
but you got a
Really
cute little
stinky.
penis.
I go.
Yeah.
Your crooked penis turns to the left so far.
Question 3. Who performed a song for a primary school assignment, which was a parody of Eminem's Cleaning Out My Closet? Yes, Concetta.
I know this. It's cheating, but it's Ben Cochan.
It is
he
Ben
ripped
Cochan,
off
yeah.
Ben Eminem.
But it wasn't a parody. It was literally word for word.
And say it was for Mal's last. What is it?
It was for
Princess.
Chinese Cinderella.
Really?
book.
Wait,
We
but
did it in
I
year
did.
six.
I did a parody of cleaning out my closet.
No way.
Oh, so who is this? Am I
No,
wrong?
you're right with Ben. I didn't know this one about Demi.
Oh my God. Yeah. I was in year 5, I think. And we had to do parody songs, and I did 2. One of them was 500 Miles, and the other one was cleaning out my closet, but it was about cleaning out my car.
Oh
That's
my God.
genius.
I've
Well, I
not
think-
recorded the 500 Miles one. It's very cute and very embarrassing.
Oh, I want to hear
I
it.
think the
What's the
only thing I
parody?
changed in my
The parody-
lyrics.
The parody for 500 Miles was that I would walk 500 miles, that I was going to get in trouble for being late to school and not having done my homework. It's like,
Gotcha.
I would just to be the girl who walked 1,000 miles because at school I was bored. It's the rhyme.
Oh my
That's
God.
so
And
good.
what did
Oh.
you change in your song, Ben?
Well, I think the little girl in the book must have called her mum Bubba or something. So that was really the only thing I changed. Instead of I'm sorry, Mama, it was I'm sorry, Bubba. And then literally every single lyric was the exact same.
That counts. Parody.
Really great feedback
Yeah.
from the teacher.
And I'm like, this teacher must have thought I'm like so moody and emotional. Like I'm like lyrics are the exact same as Eminem. So weird.
Next question, question 4. Who was once sent a Photoshop photo of themselves all covered in tattoos?
Oh, Tom.
Yes, Tom.
That's got to be Concetta.
It is Concetta. Yes, you are
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
Why?
fun. For leisure and pleasure. Oh no, it's just the story about when Lauren wrote about Findom, and so then lots of men, like if you Google her name, it comes up. So lots of Findom guys like message her, and then through me, because we do the podcast, and people started messaging me, and she was like, "It's really easy, just send shit back, and they'll send you money." And I got no money. Instead, I got this guy who was like, "Hey, I made this," and he took a photo off of my Instagram and like put on full body skin tattoos. And he was like, "Do you like it?" I'm like, no, I don't want this. Where's the money, you fucking piece of shit? And it was horrible.
He was doing trade.
Yeah.
God.
That's so funny to do Findom, but with art and labor.
Yeah. Very socialist of him.
Yeah.
All right, next question. Who, as a child, wanted to be a lawyer so they could wear a suit to work, or be an actor playing a lawyer so they could wear a suit to work?
Concetta,
Yes, Concetta.
Demi.
You are correct. Yes, that's Demi again.
Because I'm the
Yeah.
same. I was the same. Yes, bitch. Yes,
Oh,
bitch.
fuck you. Give me my fucking points. Give them back now. Did you legit also want that, Chet?
Absolutely. I would
Yeah.
be like, I'm gonna work in the city. I'm gonna wear a pencil skirt. I'm gonna say things. That was my dream.
Gonna
My
say things,
family.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I was like, I'm really loud and aggressive and I'm a good liar. So I could either lie in acting or like lie to convince people. I guess I was wanting to be a defense lawyer, which is kind of fucked up. But yeah, that was why I
Wow.
wanted it.
I remember once saying in primary school, I wanted to be a businessman. And then other kids said, "What business?" And I said, what do you mean? I don't know. I just
All
thought
of it.
businessman was a job. Like, yeah,
That's so funny.
I wanted a
that's-
briefcase. That's all.
That was also my plan.
Yeah.
And then we can both see how badly specifics are needed. What with you being a podcaster and me being a clown.
Yeah.
I used to just put a bunch of pillows under my shirt and pretend I was a big fat guy. And then I would take all the pillows out and walk around like I'd done like a full body transformation. And I'd have like the big shirt. I'm like, woo, look at this.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
Biggest
So
loser.
that was I think this was before Biggest Loser. I was
Yeah.
just, I
That's
loved
so
it.
funny.
Just stand there with your dad's pants. Go, look how much weight I lost. I've achieved so much.
Yeah. That's been my dream forever.
Yeah,
Well,
like 30
shit.
kilos and 3 feet. Oh, fuck.
Fuck me.
Question 6. Who opened up their laptop in an Uber and accidentally started playing the Spotify track 10 Hours of Farts?
Demi.
Yes, Demi.
Tom.
It was Tom. You put
I
it-
knew that was Tom as
So
well.
funny.
Really good.
And the reason Demi knew that is because she was in the back of the Uber with
Yeah.
me and she
That's
saw me go, "Oop," because
We like to play, so when we're connected to the JBL Flip in a different room, we like to play songs to each other.
That's awesome.
I
pass me the aux and then play a 10-hour long mix of farts
Yeah.
is an underrated move. I think.
I like to do it when I'm walking past these friends. I still haven't told them, but whenever I walk past as a pair of our friends that like kind of live nearby. When I walk past their house, I just really quickly connect to their Marley speaker and play We Like to Party really, really loud.
That's so funny.
That's awesome.
And then just like see how long down the street I can get until the connection cuts out. But just
That's
like
a
imagine
great
being in
prank.
your house alone
Yeah.
and just hearing
You have no choice but to stop and dance.
You'd be so freaked out. Like, there's a really fun ghost in my apartment.
a 90s ghost.
Yeah.
Because
Oh
my
my
wife
God.
and I, we share our Spotify account. So if one's listening to it, the other one can't without interrupting it. So when she goes to the gym, occasionally I'll know she's at the gym listening to it. So I'll play the 10-hour fart track as well. So she'll just be at the gym. I don't know what she's doing, but she just hears farts. It's very good.
So good.
It's so
It's
fun.
what,
to do.
it's what keeps the romance alive, guys,
Yeah.
out there.
Yes.
Just do that.
Makes
All right.
the exercise even harder.
Yeah. Question 7. Who once said to their neighbor, Happy Anzac Day, only to be told that that's not really appropriate?
Ben,
Yes, Ben.
Concetta.
It was Concetta. Yes,
That's
point
very
there.
Concetta.
I'm sorry.
It was awesome.
Really good.
Happy.
She was
Anzac
like
Day.
so friendly about it. Happy Anzac Day.
I just, like you don't know someone that your new neighbor, you want to just need a reason to say something. And I was like, what day is it? And then I just said that. And it
Oh
was
my God. Happy
uncomfortable.
9/11.
You just have it out on holiday.
He's saying, oh my God, happy 9/11. And then going, I'm right at them.
Who am I? Who am I?
All right, question 8. Who told me their first ever kiss was gross and now that person's in the military?
Shut up.
Yes, Concetta.
Demi.
Yeah, you are correct. It was Demi. Yeah, point there for Concetta.
Wow.
I know you, sweetie. I'm coming in close.
This one's been a good one because it hasn't been one of the things where Josh is like, hey guys, most fucked up thing ever. And everyone goes, Demi, because it's been sort of, you've chosen like more slightly more respectful things. Thank you so much, Josh.
That's all right.
Who yelled at a dog because it wasn't farting loud enough? And then if you're going to do it in my mouth. And everyone goes, Demi, in unison.
That's awesome.
Well, imagine if I put those in after what we've talked about already. It'd be too much. It'd be too much. I knew it was going to come up anyway.
Yeah.
All right, question 9. Who walked into a Vietnamese restaurant, which was just a normal Vietnamese restaurant, where the waitstaff greeted them by saying, welcome to your flight?
Tom.
Yes, Tom.
I think that's Ben.
You are correct, Tom. Yes.
Welcome to your flight.
It was so confusing. It was not plane themed at all.
I've been
And
going through so many Mad Libs interactions,
Yeah.
Ben. Every one of your interactions seems like it's happening in a dream.
Yeah, it's like people see you and they're like, this guy needs a story.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's so
It
good.
was crazy.
All right, and our last question for the game. Who once turned up to a friend's house and thought the friend was pranking them by wearing a bald cap? This person laughed and said, are you bald? Only to figure out that it wasn't their friend and they're at the wrong house.
Ben.
Yes, Ben.
My de facto girlfriend, Concetta Caristo.
You are correct. Yes, it
Do you
was.
want to say cousin?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was hoping for.
A kill, cousin I'd like to fuck.
Oh, it's so redundant. Just say cousin.
Yeah.
We all know how good these things look, right? We all got these. We've got cousins and we've got eyes. Yeah, I'm thinking I want to fuck the cousin.
Yeah. Put him up on a platter.
Anyway, guys, come see my Melbourne Comedy Festival show. It's called The Incest Guy.
Yeah. Actually, if you're going to want to look under D because it's Da Incest Guy.
Just better for.
It's better for that because if you got the, it's with the rest of the V's.
It's more streetwise urban
Yeah.
take.
Yeah.
You want to get all those sects of the community. You know,
We're
it's just
really
good
taking it back
Looks
to
marketing.
the
better on the poster. It's an even number of letters. It's great. Yeah.
Yeah, we couldn't make the incest guy fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The kerning is not so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a 5 p.m. show, nice and early. Watch the incest guy.
5 p.m. outdoors.
Anyway, me and Tom are brother and sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. At the end of the game, the scores are Demi, you're on 4 points.
Fuck, I lost.
Ben, you're on 5 points.
I won.
Concetta, you're on 6 points. But our winner on 8 points is Tom Walker.
Yeah.
That means, as the couples go, Concetta and Ben, 11 points. Tom and
We break
Demi,
up.
12 points.
Oh, we have to break up.
Hey, we get to break up.
Yay.
I'm gonna get down on one knee and hand Tom back my share of the bond.
Yeah.
Tom, because you win, you get to promote whatever you want to promote first.
Cool.
Demi's Twitch stream.
Yeah, I'll be back on the apps. You know. Yeah, check out twitch.tv/Tom Walker. I'm playing stupid games over there in a very bad way, but it's really fun. And also, me and Demi have a podcast called BigSoftTitty.png, all one word.
Yeah.
Demi also streams over at twitch.tv/Demi Lardner, but she'll say that later.
Yeah,
on.
let's do it,
All
Demi.
right.
Let's start now. What do you want to plug?
I have a podcast called BigSoftTitty.png with Tom Walker.
I've heard of it.
I also, yeah, it's very bad. And I also have
It's been good the past few weeks.
no, it's fucked up that it's that people it's like successful.
We've introduced segments.
Yeah. Got
which
one
are,
called Crab News. I tell news about crabs. So I get a lot of Google alerts about crabs.
and then Head Got Stuck
Head
is
Got
the
Stuck
most recent
is my
hit.
other it's my other segment where I tell stories about people's heads getting stuck.
Yeah.
And I realized recently there's a very good, I think it's a public episode, but Tom asked me if this is one of the things that I repressed. And Tom was like, have you ever gotten your head stuck? And I was like, no, yes, in a dog door, yes. And my cousin and my grandma wouldn't help me and they wouldn't let me angle the door so I could watch the TV either.
Oh,
So-
my Lord.
So once again, what we have to plug is trauma. Thank you so much.
Yes.
So just my very
That's what
traumas.
Concetta, you got anything to plug?
Well, my darling hubby and I just started a podcast. So that's called The Quibble Hour. BigSoftTitty.png. word. And also my other podcast with Lauren Boner is Big Natural Talents. And also I'd like to plug my future activism, which I'm doing all the time, around the clock, every second, breathing and living. Cheers.
Excellent. And Ben?
I am. I've had a big video on TikTok recently. We're talking 28,000 views.
Is this real?
This is real.
Why didn't you tell me?
I was going to tell you later. I'm on Twitter. Andy Kindler recently retweeted one of my tweets. So that's exciting. And Concetta and my podcast is, it's on the tip of everyone's lips. Everyone's talking about it.
The Quibble Hour. That's what it
The
is.
Quibble Hour.
And you wear hats in it.
And we are always wearing a hat.
Yeah.
You love it. Hey, listeners of this podcast, if you're in Adelaide, come to the live show I'm doing at the Runner Room on Feb 19. The guests so far are Becky Lucas and Nazim Hussain. More to be announced. So tickets are on sale at joshhill.com.au. While you're there, and if you live in Melbourne, get tickets to my show, Modern Contemporary. It's on sale for the Comedy Festival. I want to sell some tickets because you're not buying any tickets. That's all I need to say. Thanks, everyone. I'll see you next time.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.